Welcome friends. Today's topic is we have to start the third unit, which is thermodynamic relations. Thermodynamic thermodynamic relations. Okay, so third unit of our subject. Okay, in the subject we have discussed about the complete theoretical concept of thermodynamics. Okay, theoretical to mathematical equations. In the previous chapters, we have studied a number of properties like pressure, specific volume, temperature, mass, internal energy, enthalpy, entropy, and specific heats. Some of these are measured experimentally, and the remaining are calculated from the experimental data. Okay, in order to calculate the properties that cannot be measured directly, certain thermodynamic relations are required. Okay, these relations are developed and discussed in this unit. Okay, the relations with helps to find out the indirect value with the help of direct value. Okay, direct value means measured values, indirect value means calculated values. Okay, the calculated values is calculated from the measured values. Okay, then now we start the first topic for this unit, Helmholtz function. Helmholtz Helmholtz and Gibbs function. These equations are called Gibbsian equations. Gibbsian. Okay. Helmholtz and Gibbs function. These combined the functional equations are called Gibbsian equations. Okay. First, Helmholtz function. Okay, Helmholtz function. Okay, Helmholtz function is first Helmholtz function Helmholtz function. These functions are using to calculate the properties. Okay, the functions are related to chemical and combustion properties. Okay, chemical equilibrium and combustion. Combustion means firing. Okay, in advanced thermodynamics, we discussed how we derived Helmholtz and Gibbs function. Okay, but in our scope, which is our basic thermodynamics level, therefore the scope is limited. Okay, therefore we directly tell Gibbs and Helmholtz function. Okay, the root for the Gibbs and Helmholtz function, the topic is doesn't cover in our subject. Okay, then Helmholtz function is F equal to U minus Ts. F is a Helmholtz function which is equal to U internal energy minus T temperature, S entropy. Okay, then Gibbs function is G equal to H minus, okay, Ts common for both Helmholtz and Gibbs function. Then Helmholtz function for closed system and Gibbs function for open system. In Helmholtz function, in open system means there is no flow. Sorry, closed system means there is no flow. Helmholtz function means sorry, open system means we have some flow energy. Okay, therefore the enthalpy is the summation of internal energy and flow energy. Okay, then Gibbs function is h minus ts. In Helmholtz function u minus ts. It shows Helmholtz function having u symbol and Gibbs function having h symbol. Okay, therefore u stands for closed system and h stands for open system, because h equal to u plus pv. Whether pv equal to 0, then h equal to u. The system is called closed system. Okay, condition for open system, it have internal energy and also flow energy. Okay, in Helmholtz function, remember that f equal to u minus ts, and Gibbs function h g equal to h minus ts. Okay, then specific values. Specific Helmholtz and Gibbs functions are the extensive properties. It depends on the mass. Okay, then specific means small f equal to u minus ts, small g equal to h minus ts. Okay, t is a intensive property, therefore in specific also it have a same value. Okay, because the t is doesn't depends on mass, temperature is a intensive property. Okay, then in order to derive Gibbsian equations using first and second law of thermodynamics, Gibbsian equations. Okay, Helmholtz function f equal to u minus ts and Gibbs function g equal to h minus ts. Remember that. Then first law of thermodynamics in differential form. First law of thermodynamics is equal to q minus w equal to delta u. In differential form, delta q minus delta w, which is equal to delta u. Okay, finite values. Okay, differential form, delta q minus delta w equal to delta u. Then second law, from the second law already we discussed ds equal to dq by t. This is already discussed, studied in the second unit. ds equal to dq by t from Clausius inequality. Then from that, delta q equal to t ds, cross multiplication, then delta q equal to tds. Okay, then similarly in first unit, work transfer delta w equal to area under the pressure volume diagram, which is nothing but pdv. Delta q minus delta w equal delta u, then delta q equal tds from second law, and delta w equal to pdv is for from first unit. Okay, pdv work, pressure work is a function of pressure and volume. Okay, then from that substitute the values, then substitute the values. du equal to tds minus, okay, I write pdv instead of delta w, I write then tds instead of delta q, then du equal to tds minus pdv, which is first equation. du equal to tds minus pdv, which is first equation from first law of thermodynamics and entropy relations and work relations. Okay, then enthalpy equation, h equal to u plus pv. Okay, internal energy plus flow energy. Then differentiate this equation, dh equal to du plus uv formula, then pdv plus vdp. Integration differentiation of uv equal to udv plus vdp. Remember that then dH equal du plus pdv plus vdp. Okay, then in previous steps, what is du tds minus pdv? Okay, then substitute that th equal to tds minus pdv plus pdv plus vdp. pdv cancel, then dh equal to tds plus vdp, which is second equation. Okay, which is second equation. Then next, then Gibbsian equation. Gibbsian equation, Helmholtz function. Helmholtz function is df equal to u minus ts. From first law of thermodynamics, we derived one equation which is du equal to tds minus pdv, and enthalpy equation which is h equal to u plus pv. From that we get to another equation which is tds plus vdp. Then consider Gibbs equation. Sorry, Helmholtz function. F equal to u minus ts. Integrate this function. Df equal to du minus tds minus s dt. Okay, minus common, therefore 3s plus vdp, then du minus tds minus s dt. Okay, then substitute the du and equations. Okay, substitute, then df equal to tds minus pdv minus tds minus s dt. Then tds cancel, then df equal to minus pdv minus s. Okay, another equation. Okay, another equation. Then third equation we get from Helmholtz function. And another equation is from Gibbs function. Gibbs function is equal to h minus ts. Okay, then differentiate this function. dg equal to dh minus tds minus s dt. From previous steps, what is dh? dh equal to tds plus vdp is one of the equation. Then tg equal to tds plus vdp minus tds minus s dt, and tds cancel, and finally we get tg equal to vdp minus s dt. Okay, those are the four equations. This equation is called Gibbsian equation. Okay, again I write the equation alone. The first equation is du equal to tds minus pdv, then dh equal to tds plus vdp, then df equal to minus pdv minus s dt. then dg equal to vdp minus s dt. Okay, those four equations are called Gibbsian equations. Okay, then we have discussed on mathematical concept. This concept is, if z as a property expressed in the form of z is the function of x and y. Z is the function of x and y, and different partial differentiation. Remember the partial derivative studied in a 12th standard. Then dz equal to dou z by dou x y constant into dx plus dou z by dou y x constant to dy. The form exact differential is called exact differential. If z is the function of x and y, differentiate of dx, chain rule. Remember that formula. Chain rule is dz equal to dou z by dou x y constant into dx plus dou z by dou y at x constant into dy. Okay, this is called chain rule. Then it can be expressed as dz equal to m dx plus n dy. M is dou z by dou x into y, n is dou z by dou y into x. Okay, here m equal to dou z by dou x at y constant, and n equal to dou z by dou y at x constant. The functions, different derivatives, partial derivatives. Then the coefficient m is the partial derivative of z with respect to x when the variable y is kept constant. Similarly, n is the partial derivative of z with respect to y when the variable x is being constant. Okay, then taking the partial derivative of m with respect to y and n with respect to x. Another step, next step, which is here m equal to dou z by dou x at y constant, and n equal to dou z by dou y at x constant. Okay, then again I differentiate m with respect to y and n with respect to x. Okay, in previous steps m is from dou z by dou y at y constant, and n is from dou z by dou y at x constant. Here again I derive that equation, differentiate that equation with respect to alternate variables. Okay, for m with respect to y and n with respect to x. Then dou m by dou y at x constant. Please understand, dou m by dou y. M is derived differentiate with respect to y. Then we already m equal dou z by dou x. Then dou by dou y of dou z by, okay, at y constant x. So dou m with respect to y at x constant, already m is dou z by dou x at y, then differentiate of this m is equal to dou by dou y of at x constant. Similar, which is equal to dou square z by dou x. Okay, dou square z by dou x dou. Then dou n with respect to dou x at y constant. Already n equal to dou z by dou at x. Then dou z by dou y at x. Then this dou by dou x whole bracket constant. Similarly, this also gives dou square z by dou x in single initial first order differentiation m and n is different. In second order differentiation dou m by dou y is equal to dou n by dou x. It is Euler's equation proof. These things are already studied in a school level studies. Okay, Euler's equation, chain rule. Okay, first initially we have one equation. First that equation contains for example I explain an equation, explain the concept with one equation. Z equal to 2x plus 4xy, sorry 4y. Z equal to 2x square plus 4y square. Okay, first dou z by dou x is equal to, here y constant, therefore 4x the answer. Then dou z by dou y which is equal to 8y. Okay, 8y. Then proof of either equation. Here proof is the equation as in okay, the equation is not a proof of Euler's equation. Then dou z by dou x is equal to 4x. Then dou z by dou y of dou z by dou x. Here y term is not exist. Then for the representation of dou by dou x, y of dou z by dou x is equal to 0. Then here dou by dou x of dou z by dou y. Here also y x term not exist. Then the differentiation of dou z by dou y with respect to x is equal to 0. Then this is the proof of Euler's equation. Okay, and dou square by dou x dou y is equal to dou square z by dou x dou y. Okay, this is the proof of Euler's equation. First derivative is different and second derivative is same for both different derivatives. Okay, this is a mathematical concept. With the help of this concept, we have discussed some thermodynamic equations. Okay, finally I tell dou m by dou y at x is equal to constant, which is equal to dou n by dou x up to y equal to constant. Okay, dou m by dou y at x equal to constant, dou n by dou x at y equal to constant. Okay, remember, memorize this equation. Now we remember the 4 equations, Gibbsian equations. Okay, from 4 Gibbsian equations we get some relations with the help of these exact differentials. Okay, first one, z is equal to m dx plus n dy. Remember that. Okay. Similarly, first Gibbsian equation is du equal to TdS minus PdV. The first DTS equation. Okay, remember from z equal to mdx minus plus ndy. From that we get one relation dou m by dou y at x equal to dou n by dou x at y. Similarly, here m t stands for m, p stands for n, ts is for tx, and dv is for dy. Then compare from first equation dou t m, okay, dou t by dy, here v, dou t by dou v at x constant, okay, which is s, okay, plus, sorry, minus, here minus, then minus dou is equal to minus dou p by dou s. Okay, please understand, m dx plus n dy, which is equal to m divided by dx into x, okay, plus n divided by dx into y, sorry, bracket y. And similarly, here t divided by dv, s constant, then p divided by ds, v constant. Okay, please understand, negative, because in between this equation we have the negative symbol. That negative symbol is fixed. Okay, then from second equation, the second Gibbsian equation is dh equal to tds plus vdp. Okay, similarly, using same concept, dou t by dou p, dou t by dou p at s, which is equal to dou v by dou s into p. Okay, dou t by dou p into within bracket s, dou by dou s into b. Okay, compare in previous mdt minus nds, ndy. Okay, ds is equal to mdt plus mdy is a mathematical concept. With the help of this mathematical concept, what is t? We have identified what is t, what is dx, and what is n, what is dy. Okay, with the help of this, we rewrite the equations. Okay, this is second. The relation is from second Gibbsian equation. Then the third Gibbsian equation is df equal to minus pdv minus s dt. From that, minus dou p by dou t at v is equal to minus dou s by dou v at t. Dou p by dou t at v and minus dou s by dou v at v. Minus plus. Okay, both the sides minus, therefore we have cancelled, then minus is equal to plus. Dou p by dou t into v is equal to dou s by dou v is the third relation. Second relation, third relation. Okay, then the final equation in the Gibson equation is dg equal to minus s dt plus v dt. Using that mathematical concept, minus dou s by dou p at t, which is equal to dou v by dou t at p. This is the fourth relation. Dou s by dou p is equal to minus dou v by dou t at p. These are the four relations from Gibbsian equations with the help of exact differential concept. Okay, the primary starting of a thermodynamic relations. These equations is called Maxwell relations. So thus Maxwell relations having four relations. Okay, the four relations is from four Gibbsian equations. The four relations is derived with the help of mathematical concept, which is partial derivatives. From partial derivatives, we have used the exact differential concept, chain rule. Okay, sorry, Euler's formula. Okay, proof of Euler's formula. Okay, this is the first question. First 12 mark, first important, which is the first. This is also a first 12 mark important question. Okay, remember that again I write the Maxwell relation once again. The first relation is dou t by dou v at s equal to minus dou p by dou s at v. Then dou t by dou p, second equation, dou t by dou p at s equal to dou v by dou s at p. Then third equation, dou p by dou t at v equal to dou s by dou v at t. Then last equation, dou s by dou p at t equal to minus dou v by at t. Those are the Maxwell relations. Okay, Maxwell relations. Okay, so okay, thank you.